Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me again for Grace with Paul Gray. Yesterday, we started looking at the famous passage in John chapter 8, where Jesus told people that he, truth himself, would make them free as they believed the words that he said. Free. But free from what? When Jesus started his public ministry, he went to his hometown church, synagogue, opened up the Jewish scripture to Isaiah 61, and quoted the prophecy about him that said, "The Spirit of God, the Master, is on me, because God anointed me. He sent me to preach good news to the poor, heal the heartbroken, announce freedom to all captives, pardon all the prisoners. God sent me to announce the year of his grace." He came to announce freedom to all captives, announce that they had been set free, and to pardon all the prisoners. Well, what did Jesus come to set us free from and set us free to? Remember, in that setting, he was in a church, a religious place, a synagogue, and he was talking to deeply religious people. People who didn't know what they didn't know. They didn't know God. They didn't know Jesus. And they were enslaved to over 1,000 religious rules and regulations that they hoped would cause their incorrect version of God to bring favor on them. Hadn't worked for a few thousand years, but they kept doing the same things and even adding more and more rules and regulations. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results is insane. Well, Jesus addressed this another time, Matthew 11:27-30. He said, "No one knows the Father or me." All these people have been trying so hard. He said, "Are you tired, burned out? Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion?" He said, "Come to me. Get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me," he said, "and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace." He said, "I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly." Now, Jesus was talking to his fellow countrymen and countrywomen who were burned out on their religion, the Jewish religion. There was no life in it. It literally wore them out. Sadly, the same thing happens in many religious groups today. Jesus says, there is a different way. My way, the grace way. I am the way. And it's not a heavy deal. It's a light deal. And you will be set free to live freely, not bound to religion and its rules. What did Jesus set us free from? Here it is. The darkness of believing in a fictitious God who had to be appeased or it would spew its wrath on them. People were in bondage to religion that promoted a God that didn't even exist. Jesus didn't come to start a new religion. He didn't come to fix the Jewish religion. He came to do away with religion. Religion is any attempt to gain or maintain a right relationship with God. It's never productive because we already have a permanent right relationship with God. Religion comes from the Latin word religare, which literally means to bind up. And that's what religion does. It binds you up. Jesus knew that when people got his truth, they would be set free from dead religion. They would no longer be bound. The captives would be free. And they would now dance freely and lightly to the unforced melodies and rhythms of grace. He said that he came to give us life in all fullness, abundant life. And in that same verse, John 10:10, he said, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Most of us were taught when Jesus said the thief will come to steal, kill, and destroy, that he was talking about the evil one. Not so. Read John chapter 9 and the first 9 verses of chapter 10, and you will see, and we will talk about it tomorrow, that it's religion that comes to steal, kill, and destroy. See you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.